Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and in today's video we will be doing a dungeon generation system in Roblox video. So let's get started. So the first thing that we should do is we should create the dungeons, their models. I already made them, so I'm gonna paste them into the replicated storage. And I'm also gonna paste them into the workspace too, so that we know how they're like. So yeah, as you can see, I made a bit of modeling there. Not modeling, but yeah. So those are gonna be my dungeons, and I want them to be procedurally generated. So the first thing you should do for each dungeon is you should create a door entry and door exit. These are just gonna be parts that are extremely thin, and they're gonna be like the door entrance will be right on the start, and the door exit will be on the exit of the dungeon, so that we know when should we where should we generate the other dungeons. So that's all we should do for the dungeons. After you're done, you can put your dungeons in the folder called dungeons in the replicated storage. Now here's the thing that I forgot. You should set every single dungeon's primary part to its door enter part. Else it won't have any primary parts, so it won't gonna have any pivot, and it's just gonna set it to its origin. So you should do that to the every dungeon model. So after you do this to all the dungeons, you just gotta create a script on the service script service. So let's firstly create a variable called dungeon amount, so that we know how many dungeons we should generate. I want to generate 50, so I'll put it 50. And let's also create a variable called less dungeon. And so I want this to be my first room. So I'm gonna delete everything on the workspace except my first dungeon. And I'm gonna create a folder called generated dungeons. I'm gonna put this in here, and let's do less dungeon equals to workspace that generated dungeons brackets 1. Now we can get into generating the dungeons now. So let's get a for loop. For so now, since we already got a dungeon created, we should make the I value to the 2, because we already created one. And for the second variable, we're gonna make it dungeon amount. So let's start generating now. Let's firstly choose a random dungeon from the folder. Okay, so now it should choose a random dungeon from the folder. And let's firstly clone the chosen dungeon, and let's create a variable for it too. Let's let's set its parent to generated dungeons now. And now in here, let's pivot it to the less dungeon. Find first child called door enter. Door exit, because we want the dungeon to spawn on the exit. And let's do last dungeon equals to the clone dungeon, and let's set the clone dungeon dot name equals to I. Now hopefully it should work. Yeah, as you can see, it has generated randomly generated dungeons, and it also works with. And don't forget that you could also things like a second floor dungeon, or like a dungeon that turns into the left. But all of those comes with a problem. As you can see, sometimes it could randomly, like it could broke the dungeons, and we're gonna fix that in part 2. So that was the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.